All right, guys. I don't know what happened with the stream. I think I'm back though. If my computer just kind of just completely crashed on me, I don't know what's going on with it. Super weird what's going on with my computer. Not sure what's happening. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on with my stream. Super laggy. I don't know what's going on. My computer completely crashed. I apologize. I don't know what happened with that. So we are back though, I think. Thank you, Nancy, for coming back. I appreciate that. I don't know what's going on with my computer tonight, guys. It's never crashed on me like that before, and that's concerning. It's the same here. I've never had any issues with it. It's always been a champ, and tonight it wants to not work. So, very strange. We did have a new tornado warning that popped up, unfortunately, while we were off the air, and so I'm going to get into that. Sorry about that, Kay. I don't know what's going on. Never had my computer crash like that before on stream. So that one storm we were watching in northern Nebraska, I'm sorry, northern Kansas did go tornado warned. We're going to take a look at that one as well. But as long as my stream doesn't crash on me again, guys, my computer's acting very funky right now. And so if it does crash, I'm sorry. So crazy stuff. I don't know. But we did have the one tornado warning that did just pop up off air there. So let me do one thing. I'll get to that tornado warning. It's in Kansas. We do have the other one that was extended in Denver as well. So I'm going to get to that right away. So let me do one thing. I don't know why that computer crashed. It's never happened before. So, okay, jumping back into it though. So here's your Denver warnings. It did get extended up to the north, it looks like, up into Watkins. So we still have the Decatur, and then, let's see, no, I'm sorry, Adam and Arpoa counties and Douglas and Albert counties, same counties are up there. Did not get extended, I'm sorry, guys. But so there's your tornado warning. It is crossing the I-70 right now as well. And the rotation looks very weak in here as well. So those are your two tornado warnings in the Denver area, and those expire here in 7 minutes. So we'll keep a look at that as well. But we did have the new tornado warning that did pop up here in Kansas, and we'll take a look at those here in a second. I'll get that pulled up for you guys. So let's see here. The storms down to the south, I'm definitely watching as well because those are starting to rotate quite a bit. So let me see here. My computer is acting so funky today. I don't get it. So let's see, we'll transition over here. Okay, so here's a tornado warning here in Kansas. Going to be for the counties of, let me get that pulled up for you as well. Decatur and Sheridan County, that one expires at the top of the hour at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And make sure that Central Standard Time, I'm dealing with that line there of the time zones, which is always throwing me off. But your rotations, got some good rotation in there. Let me turn the base reflectivity on there. Take a look at that. So Selden and Louisville, Dresden, you guys need to be in your safe place as well as Jennings. We'll put the storm tracker on if it will let me, which it's not going to, but that's okay. It seems like it wants to work sometimes in the middle of the stream, so we'll see what happens with that. But there's a tornado warning right there in the northern part of Kansas there. And those again for the counties of Decatur and Sheridan until the top of the hour, 5 p.m. Let's see if this one is moving to the east at 25 miles an hour. And it is radar indicated. So we do have some reports of some estimated hail of 1.75 inches with the storm as well as some flash flooding reported by a train spotter there with that storm. So some heavy precipitation is probably rain wrapped if there is a tornado out there. Again, that's going to be in the Selden and Louisville area. We're getting a good rotation couplet on there as well. We can take a look at the CC. Hard to see if that we have some hail, good hail core in there. I'm not seeing any CC drop on that yet with that hail core, hard to see. But that's going to be your tornado warning right there, and that we missed right there as we got kicked off the air in Kansas. So those are your 3 tornado warnings happening right now. Keeping an eye on those, and I'm looking at these storms down here in the south as well, south of the Denver area, as those are looking like they're starting to rotate some. So we'll keep our eyes on those as well. Let me switch back to the other radar for you guys. We'll take a look at those Denver storms as this will get into some more populated area. Let's see here. All right. So here's your Denver storms here, guys. Again, going back to those. And let's take a look at those. Let's see if they let those expire. 5 minutes they expire here. Not seeing any extension with that. Still a good set of storms right through there. Let's take a look at our echo tops and see if those are doing anything. We're so close to the radar we can't see them. So that's not going to do us any good as well. So we'll see what they do with these storms. It's up to the National Weather Service. That's what they paid the big bucks. So we'll see what happens with that. Lots of hail with this, though. Lots of hail with that. So watching this storm down here to the south, we'll see if that does anything, and this storm down here as well. So we'll see what happens if they move further and further north. Those are your 3 tornado warnings. Again, just to the east of Aurora, Watkins still needs to be in their safe place until that's expired as well. We'll go ahead and turn the radar off and see how the population is through here. Looks like a lot of open area, which I'm surprised with being that close to Denver, underneath these warned areas, which is a good sign. Definitely up here in the northern part around Aurora is definitely populated. Down here to the south, Watkins, of course, but down in the southern storm, there's a lot less population, which I'm surprised to see. So that's good to see. So we'll go ahead and turn the radar back on with that one. So again, those are your 3 tornado warnings for right now. Have an active day tomorrow that we're watching for sure. I'm gonna definitely try to be on and cover that one. The dry line's pushing east from the southwest southwest desert, and starting to fire up those storms as well. So we're gonna see what happens with those storms tomorrow, kind of in the same area, and I'll show you that before we get off the air here as well. So. Awesome. Thank you, Nancy, for being here. I really appreciate it. I know a lot of people are out there covering it, and I appreciate them covering it. I know I got on here kind of late to the storm, so it's super appreciate all the support you guys give. And if you guys are new here, smash the like button and the share button. That always helps. I do this for free. It is a volunteer thing for me right now. I'd love to turn it into a full-time thing, but I know that's going to be down the road a little bit more. So, do that for free, and I appreciate all the help you guys get. So thank you for sharing, Nancy. I really appreciate it. And we'll see how long we go tonight. Hopefully we get a short stream, and it's not going to go too crazy. We started to get a little bit of an outbreak there for a little bit, starting to definitely fire down to the south too. So we'll keep our eyes on that as well. But active day tomorrow for sure. Been watching that for a couple days now, and it's starting to grow even more in the threat. So we'll take a look at that as well. I'll get that pulled up here. I don't want to do too much on my computer because it's not cooperating with me tonight. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm not a computer guru. I wish I was. I wish I knew how to use these things a little bit better. I could figure out what was going on with it. But thank you, Rigatoni and Robots. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for joining as well. So good to see everybody. Thank you, Kay, for coming back. I really appreciate you being here. All right, let's see what's going on. So let's see, it looks like the Denver tornado warnings did expire. So they did allow those to expire. So we have the 1 tornado warning happening here in northern Kansas. So we'll go ahead and pull the other radar back up so we can get a better look at that one. And keep our eyes on that one as well. And we'll talk a little bit about what to expect for tomorrow as well. So the 2 tornado warnings did expire in Denver, which is good. So let's see here. My computer is still not cooperating with me tonight. It's just not wanting to. All right, there we go. All right, so back in here, still some good rotation just to the north of the Selden area. Kind of some anti-cyclonic rotation there. Like usually you see the hooks down here, but we're getting our inflow towards the top up here by the Louisville, Dresden area. So that's kind of Dresden area. So that's kind of crazy to see with these storms for sure. So definitely some weird rotation on these storms. Wind gust reported of 54 mile an hour by Mesonet there. So that's some high winds there by the Selden area. So that's your tornado warning. Again, that's for the Decker and Sheridan counties in Kansas until the top of the hour right now. So yeah, lots of hail with that storm on the Denver area for sure. We'll take a look at this hail core with this one. There's a good hail core with this one as well. 2.25 inches of hail reported with this storm. So definitely a good hail core with this one as well. I don't see any reports of that one yet. Some flash flooding behind it, reported by a train spotter, 6 to 7 inches deep along the curb of Country Club Drive. I'm not sure where that's at, near the cemetery. So some flash flooding there happening in the area of Colby, Kansas. So of course we don't want to be out driving around in that either. So, all right, let's go ahead and look at some of these storm reports, like you were saying, Kay. Lots of hail, major 1.75 inches of hail with that. Let me see if I can get that other picture that I got from the hail on my side here. Hang with me real fast. I'll get that pulled up. Where did it go? I saw it. Let's see here. See if I can get this pulled up. I'm getting the picture of a picture of some hail that someone sent me. So I want to see if I can get that to you guys real fast. My computer will cooperate. Appreciate you guys being here. It's good to see everybody again. Haven't been on for probably 2 or 3 weeks, and I feel bad for not being on. Just haven't had a whole lot to report, and when I do, I just can't get on. It seems like so. Nobody's fault but my own. Got to make it more of a priority. So let's see here. That one's sending it over to me, so I'll get that pulled up for you guys here as well. Let's see here. Doing a couple things on my side, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Nope, it didn't want to work. Well, I'm not sure it's going to let me do it, but that's okay. I'll get it over to you guys here in a second. I'll post it on my Twitter for sure, so you guys can see that picture of the hail that was sent to me. It's on my phone. That's okay. So anyways, we'll get back to the weather, and I'll get that pulled up for you guys. So back into the measurements of the hail. Lots of hail reported with this. Lots by the public. Some train spotters are up there. Lots of train spotter reports as well. Measured 1-inch hail. So nothing like we were seeing before, but definitely a good hail core with these as well. So keeping our eyes on those. Let's jump down here and look at these southern storms real fast. See if they're doing anything. Let's see here. Keeping an eye on the cell by Pueblo. It is severe warn. We do have that Kansas storm, guys, that just went confirmed. So let me get that pulled up real fast for you as well. That one in Kansas did just go confirmed. It looks like it was radar indicated. So let me get that pulled up real fast. So here's your Kansas storm that was confirmed. Why is my, let's see here. Okay, let's go back. Okay, my computer is not acting right, guys. I apologize. It'll eventually work itself out. I don't know. Hopefully it will. So let me get that pulled up. We have a confirmed tornado, though, in Decatur and Sheridan in Kansas at this time. So if you guys are in those areas, you need to be in your safe place at this time. Confirmed tornado on the ground. I will get you that report here. So let's see, that's going to be confirmed tornado by a weather spotter 2 miles east of Selden in Kansas. That's your tornado warning right there, guys. The green box there, dark green box, is your confirmed tornado on the ground by Selden. So if you know anybody in those areas, you need to be in your safe place at this time. Lowermost inner part of your home, lower level of your house, in a basement if possible, away from any doors or windows, and cover yourself from any flying debris. Use a mattress or a football, baseball helmets, kids helmets, whatever you can use to protect yourself from any flying debris is the best thing you can do. But here's your rotation right there by Selden. Good hook on that one. It's an anticyclonic type or tornado. So what's happening is usually you see your tornadoes hooked down here on the storm, and this one's hooking up in the top, which is interesting. It's starting to rotate the opposite direction, which is very strange. Not strange, but it does happen. But there's your tornado report right there. Tornado reported 2 miles west, just south of Selden. So that's confirmed on the ground by a train spotter. Like I said, we'll see that pop up here on the air. So, hey Jay, good to see you. Please use English only. I can't read, unfortunately, Spanish, but I really appreciate you being here. So there's your tornado warning for that storm, guys. Confirmed on the ground by a train spotter there in Kansas. So that's going to be going into the Leoville area as well as the Dresden area. So you need to be in their safe place as well. All right, let's see here. Let's get this pulled up on my side. I'm going to switch these around, guys. So there's your rotation. Let's see if we can get a CC drop in there. Good CC drop on there, right there by the mark. So definitely seeing some debris in the air with that one as well. Good rotation in there, guys. So it looks like this might be weakening a little bit, but not sure. So we'll see what happens with this one. So again, by the Selden, if you're in Selden or Louisville, now is the time to go to your safe place. You guys have an active tornado on the ground confirmed by a trained spotter. So let's see here. All right. Making sure I'm still in the air here. My computer's been acting weird, guys. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Um, Everybody that's stuck with me all the way through the computer crash there. So been kind of crazy, but that's your only tornado warning happening here in the United States right now. We're gonna hang with it for a little bit. Again, confirmed tornado on the ground just came through from a train spotter there in the Selden area in Selden, Kansas. So let me update one thing on my side as well. Let's see here. All right, so that should be good. Okay, so confirmed tornado there on the ground. Let me know what you're seeing at the weather check on Twitter. If you have any reports or pictures of that, I'd love to see it. If I can get it pulled up there, that'd be great. But let's see here. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna get my pen pulled up. All right, and there's your tornado warning right there in Kansas, guys. Again, anticyclonic tornado there. So it definitely spinning the opposite direction, just to the north of Selden, confirmed on the ground by a train spotter at this time. Let's see here. My computer is spinning on me again, so let's see if it does anything there. But I think we're still good. All right. So here's your rotation in here. Let's see if this works, guys. That's not going to work either. I'm not sure why these are not working tonight, guys. Things are not working on my side. All right. But you have your tornado there just to the north of Selden, headed towards the Louisville and Dresden area. So you need to be in your safe place at your time. No tornado warnings anywhere else in the country. So that's a good thing. Only one is in Kansas right now at this time. So that's a good thing. Let's see here. And again, I apologize for all the computer issues. It's just not wanting to work out for me tonight. So that's okay. Let me know where you're watching from if you're still watching in the chat. I'd love to hear where you guys are watching from. Had some people jump in earlier, which is good. Good to see everybody here tonight. So good storm on this one though, guys. We'll take a look at the echo tops. Echo tops up into the 40,000 foot area for sure. Again, confirmed on the ground by a train spotter with this storm. So um, only tornado warning happening right now in the United States, and looks like it's a confirmed one right now, doing some damage on the ground there. But huge inflow notch going into the storm as well. Very healthy storm, very good rotation in the storm as well. So that's crazy. So, all right, let's see. Getting some more information from you guys. All right, Douglas, Colorado. Thank you for viewing, Lynn. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Um, Thank you for sticking with me through all the computer issues I've had tonight. It's kind of been weird, but good to hear you guys are safe in Douglas. Your guys' tornado warnings did expire there in Douglas. So you guys are good, but still have a way of getting your warnings. Those things could recycle it with you at any time. No tornado warnings in the Denver area at this time. So thank you for being here, and thank you for checking your weather. So let's see. Thank you for letting me know. Arpoho, Arapaho. Is that how you say it? Arapaho. Okay, got it. Arapaho. Thank you for letting me know that. I am terrible with names, by the way, and you guys feel free to laugh at me because I am so bad at names. So Arapaho, Colorado, did have the warning today, and it did expire. So you have the one tornado warning happening in Kansas right now. Again, and that's what you're seeing on your screen. Confirmed tornado by a train spotter on the ground. Rotations just to the north of Selden going towards Louisville and then the Dresden area. And so we're going to stick with this storm right now as well. Still have some good storms going through the Denver, just to the east of the Denver area as well, but they're kind of getting away from the downtown area, which is good. And then we're watching some to the south of Denver. Hopefully those don't just start to rotate, but we're keeping our eyes on those as well for you guys. So good to see you guys here. Thank you so much for being here, Lynn. I really appreciate it. All right, and thank you to my moderators. Thank you, Paul and Kay, for coming back and being here. Really appreciate it. And Jay, thank you for your comment. Unfortunately, I can't read Spanish, but I really appreciate you commenting. And usually when I translate your stuff, you usually are talking about storm stuff, so I do appreciate you being here for sure. Just unfortunately, I I can't vet it and make sure, you know, and nobody speaks Spanish, so I can't vet it and stay on the air with it and make sure it's not something bad. So just English only, please, if you could. But um, yeah, thank you for being here as well. So we had the confirmed report right there that's popped up, guys. We do have some wind gusts down here measured of 81 miles an hour for some wind. That's pretty high winds there for some storms, as well as some flash flooding in this area. Some good precipitation with this, so I'm guessing it's a rain wrap tornado, although we did have a storm spotter that confirmed it on the ground. So they did see the storm, so that's the tornado, which is good. Not good, but I mean, it's good that they could see it. It's not rain wrapped. So again, innermost part of your home, lowermost part of your building, away from any doors or windows, and then give yourself enough time to get to your safe place if you're not underneath a tornado warning right now. But if you are, get to your safe place as fast as possible. Cover yourself from anything that can protect you from flying debris, of course. Mobile homes are not a safe place, by the way. I haven't mentioned that tonight. If you're in a mobile home, get to a sturdy structure. By the National Weather Service, they do not deem that a safe place to be in. So, hey, Linda, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciate it. About to leave. Oh yeah, no worries, Linda. Always happy to have you here. So no bad injuries or anything reported yet, so that is good. And we have one confirmed on the ground right here in the Selden area. Hopefully it's okay. Let's turn the radar off and take a look and see how populated it is there in Selden. So as you can see, a lot of crops there. Not a whole lot of population in that Selden area. This rotation is going to be the north of Selden. Selden does look like it has some population there, but it does not look like it's very populated at all. So that is a good sign. As long as it stays over those open fields, hopefully we don't get anything else. But there are some houses to there. Hopefully they're getting their warnings as well. And Lynn brought up a good point of not having, a lot of people don't have TV to watch. People don't, I don't even pay for a TV service anymore, and your local TV as well. A lot of times in these places in Selden, like places like Selden, you're out in the middle of nowhere, the local channels aren't covering your area, and a lot of people just pay for internet, and then they are on YouTube looking at cat videos or weather videos if you're like me, and you happen to scroll through and they, they do that all that YouTube magic, and they like, oh, you're in the area of the stream in Kansas, and it shows you hopefully my stream, and you guys get the warnings and get to your safe place. So that's why I do this. Everybody always asks me, why are you on here? It's always on the TV. You know, a lot of people do this. It's just to get the warnings out, guys. A lot of people don't pay for TV. It's a new thing now, so that's why we do this. So. But yeah, hopefully that stays away from any populated areas. It's over some open farmland. It doesn't look like that rotation is starting to weaken quite a bit. We'll see if it transfers down to the south as it starts to move further to the east there. It'll be interesting to see what this one's doing, but it is rotating in the opposite direction, which is an interesting storm there. So that's very, very interesting to see sometimes. It does happen more and more in the plains area sometimes. So. But again, if you're just not joining us, the only tornado warning that's happening right now is in the Kansas area. The ones in Colorado did expire. And so Colorado is good for right now, but you guys do have some storms moving through there. In fact, let's go ahead and switch radars back to that Colorado radar and give you guys a shot of those just so we can keep an eye on them. But Colorado does not have any tornadoes right now, tornado warnings right now, severe thunderstorm warnings just to the east of town there in Denver. So I'll switch over to those and just show it to you guys. If it does happen, we'll hear it live here on the air and we won't miss it, as long as my computer doesn't crash like it did earlier. So make sure you have a way of getting multiple ways of getting your warnings, especially with me if my computer crashes again. I'm just kidding, but it's never happened before, and I'm gonna make light of it all night because I'm gonna laugh at it. But make sure you have multiple ways of getting your warnings, National Weather Service radio, as well as local weather stations, your phones, just different ways of getting warnings, and have different fail safes. You know, if your National Weather Service radio is plug-in, make sure it has a battery that's been changed in it, you know, because everything can fail. Technology is not perfect, and I know firsthand for that as well. So here's your, let's go back to your Colorado radar there. We'll get that pulled up for you guys. There's your Colorado radar, guys. So in the Bennett area, you guys have those storms moving through there right now. Those were your tornado warned storms earlier. They did expire, so no tornado warnings happening in the Denver area. It was kind of disorganized as well, so definitely something to make sure you're watching the rest of the night. We had the tornado watch that's in effect until 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, Mountain Daylight Time. So make sure you have a way of getting those warnings in the Denver area for the rest of the night. So watching this one down here by Colorado Springs, starting to try to rotate a little bit, but not a big deal. So Linda, thank you for being here for the 10 minutes that you were here. I really appreciate you being here as well. So I understand life for sure. I couldn't get on the air because I had to work, so I get it. People have things they have to do. It's okay, no worries. So, all right. So let's see here. So Denver is free and clear for right now, but we're definitely watching these storms down here to the south to see what they do, if they fire off any or not. Right now you have those severe thunderstorm warning just to the east of Denver. That's going to be for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail for these storms. So that's going to be the storm right there just to the east of Denver. The one down to the south of there is the same thing, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter size hail for sure with those. So pretty much similar, the same. Same with this over here to the very far east there. Yeah, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. So there's your 3 severe thunderstorm warnings happening there in Denver, but all your tornado warnings did expire, so that's good. Let's go ahead and jump back to our confirmed tornado there on the ground in Kansas, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so there's your confirmed tornado there on the ground. Still some good rotation in the storm there, guys. Just now to the north of the Leoville, I think is how you say that. Let's see if we get anything. Still a debris signature, maybe a hail spike in there. Could be a debris signature, guys. Definitely possible. So definitely to be in your safe place, confirmed on the ground by a trained spotter for this storm as well. So awesome, Lynn. Thank you so much. We'll see how much longer we're on tonight. See how much crazier it gets, but definitely have a way of getting your warnings besides me, for sure. But thank you for being here for sure. If anything goes crazy in the Denver area, I'll definitely be on tonight. I should be open tonight. So wish I could cover every tornado warning that happened in the United States. I would love that. That'd be so much fun. That'd be the best job in the world. But fortunately, life gets in the way sometimes. So that's how that goes. But thank you for being here for sure. So, so there's your rotation there, guys. It looks like it's going up towards the Dresden area. We'll go ahead and let's see here. It's still weather spotter confirmed. Nothing new reported on that one. Let's see, we have a new report of wind of, let's see, is that 66 mile an hour? Yeah, 66 mile an hour wind gusts reported there in Sheldon, along with that tornado warning there, confirmed by a trained spotter. So there's your 2 tornado warnings there, guys. Or your tornado warning there, guys. So still confirmed on the ground there. So, all right, it's been a long day, guys. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the night. Nothing super crazy going on right now. Still have a good amount of thunderstorms going through the Kansas area. Uh, Northeast or northwest Kansas right through here going through the I-40, I believe is what no, that's the I-70. I-70 corridor is definitely got those storms popping up through there. Flash flooding, we've already seen 6 to 7 inches of rain reported by a storm spotter flooding the road there in Kansas. So definitely some flash flooding with this one as well, some heavy precipitation. So definitely be careful if you're traveling out there on the I-70 area or on any of the roadways in any of these storms because they are producing a lot of rain. So tomorrow is a good chance of storms again. I do want to get into that a little bit later here as well. So we'll keep our eyes on these things, guys, as these keep going. This one expires, again, this is for the counties of Decatur and Sheridan counties in Kansas, expired at the top of the hour, so another 11 minutes. So well, we're going to stick with this one. This was confirmed on the ground by a spotter. Let's see here. This one expires, again, this was at 5:38 Central Daylight Time. It expires, we're dealing with that right there with that timeline. So 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time is when this expires in the Kansas area. So we're right on that daylight savings timeline where we're between Mountain and Central Standard Time. So it's hard to keep those two straight, especially since I can't see it. So I'll do my best to do that. But this is going to be expiring here in the next 11 at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time for this storm right here. And this is the confirmed on the ground by a trained spotter. So still some good rotation in there. Let's see how high this goes up. So pretty good rotation, still well up into the atmosphere. Again, going to the north of Dresden now. I'm headed to the Jennings area, so that's where your rotation is going to be at. All right. So again, confirmed tornado on the ground by a train spotter there in Kansas for Decatur and Sheridan counties in Kansas. So let me see here. I want to get the watches up real fast. If you guys are just now joining me, we'll go over the watches and what's kind of going on around the country. This is the only tornado warning happening in the country right now. So that's a good thing as well. All right, let's see here. Transitioning over to that one. Okay, so here's your tornado watch right here, guys. This is going to be in effect till 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is the pink area. This is your tornado watch for southeast Nebraska, northwest Kansas, and northeast and east central Colorado. And again, until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So there's your tornado watch. And you have your severe thunderstorm watches down here. And that's going to be in effect until, I believe, the same time. Let's take a look at that one real fast. That's going to be until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So your severe thunderstorm watch there. We have seen a lot of tornadoes pop up recently in the last couple of days, just in the random spots. So it doesn't have to be a watch for there to be a warning. So just make sure you have a way of getting your warnings as well. Not any super crazy cells down here yet. More up towards that line of the tornado and the severe thunderstorm warning watch area. But we're watching this one by Colorado Springs to make sure it doesn't rotate. Still a good line of thunderstorms going into the Bennett area in Colorado and then Deer Trail as well along the I-70 corridor right through there. So those did have tornado warnings on them. They did expire. It did look like the rotation was fairly weak on that, and we'll take a look at that here again in a second. But we'll go back to our confirmed tornado on the ground there, guys. Only one in the country, so let me know where you guys are watching from. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a long time since I've been on, been too long. And tomorrow is going to be an interesting day to watch for sure. We've been watching that for a couple days now. And so we'll see how that one progresses throughout the day. We'll try to do that one for sure tomorrow if it does happen later on in the afternoon. And if I can get off work and do it, I'll do it for sure. I'll be on the air live for that one tomorrow. So, but not a lot that I've been able to cover. A lot of it's been really spotty for a live stream. So let me know if you guys want me to jump on and just do those more as well. New tornado warning, guys, in the Denver area
Tornado warning
too.
for Central Arapahoe County in northeastern Colorado, South Central Adams County in northeastern Colorado.
Okay, so Arapahoe, thank you so much, Lynn, for letting me know how to say that. Arapahoe is now underneath the tornado warning for the Denver area. So Adams and Arapahoe County in Colorado, you guys are now underneath the tornado warning. We'll go ahead and pull it up there on radar. Take a look at that one. Let's see here. Okay, so here is your Denver, Colorado storm right there. So Starsburg and is it Byers, you need to be in your safe place. Again, going down the I-70 corridor is your rotation. Let's see here. Yeah, I-70 and what's this other road here? This is going to be the US 36. So you have a tornado warning there for those counties. That one expires here 15 past the hour, and that's going to be 5:15 Mountain Daylight Time. So Strasburg and Byers need to be in their safe place as well. Not a lot of rotation I'm seeing there on radar. So that's a good sign, but there is some rotation in there for sure. Not a whole lot of rotation. So they're seeing something that I'm not, which is okay. But definitely need to be in your safe place if you're in those two counties. Those were the tornado warned storms that happened earlier in Colorado. They did let them expire, but these are now reissued. You can see on the base velocity, you have that good inflow jet right there by Strasburg. That's where your tornado is going to live, is right in there. You can see the rotation right in here, just to the south as well. So it's right in there, guys, is where your tornado warning is going to be for that storm up at the Strasburg area. So you need to be in your safe place at this time. Not seeing a lot of rotation there on radar. So that's a good sign, but definitely need to be in your safe place. I'm wondering if that's where they're looking at right there. But definitely not seeing a lot on radar with that tornado warning. But definitely need to take it serious. Things could spin up and drop at any minute. So if you guys are in those areas, you need to be in your safe place at this time. So again, 2 tornado warnings happening. Right now we have a confirmed tornado on the ground in Decatur and Sheridan in Kansas. That is in effect, let's see, until the top of the hour here, and that's going to be 6 p.m., I believe, Central Daylight Time. And then we have the one that just popped up there live on stream in Colorado. That's going to be in effect until 15 past the hour, 5:15 Mountain Daylight Time. And that's going to be for the counties of Arapahoe and Adams County there in Colorado. So those are your two tornado warnings. Well outside of Denver, we'll take a look and turn the radar off here. See how populated it is. Looks like it's very unpopulated through there. Definitely some population there by Starsburg, which is unfortunate. We'll take a look at our CC drop. I don't see a whole lot of rotation there, but they're seeing something I'm not, so they get paid the big bucks for it. But definitely rotation, but not seeing a whole lot there. So we're so close to that radar too, guys. We got to keep that in mind for sure. So uh, definitely, they saw some rotation. They made it happen, so that's good. I wonder if it's in that folding there. It's hard to see it. Hard to see any rotation in there. So, but you still need to be in your safe place if you're in those counties. Anywhere in those counties, guys. All right. Those are your two tornado warnings right here. There's your Colorado one. Again, not seeing any rotation with that, hardly at all. But there is rotation in there somewhere, guys. Hard to see any on my side. You're seeing what I'm seeing. It's what the National Weather Service sees as well. They use it basically the same radar program that I use. So very slow stream tonight, guys. Really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. Let's see here. All right, back to the Kansas City radar, and we'll take a look at the confirmed tornado on the ground there with that one. All right. Still good rotation in there, starting to broaden out a little bit. So that's good to see. We'll see what happens. Still need to be in your safe place. This expires here at the top of the hour in 3 minutes. We'll see if they let this one expire or not, but still some very good rotation in here. So you guys still need to be in your safe place if you're in the Decatur and Sheridan area, um, Decatur and Sheridan counties in Kansas at this time. Another report of wind there, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts reported there, just to the south of Dresden. All right, echo tops. Looks like the echo tops are starting to fall apart on this one as well. So it looks like the storm might be trying to recycle and starting to line out a little bit, which is a good sign. We'll see what they do with this tornado warning as it comes up. And then we have the other tornado warning still in Colorado that I'm keeping an eye on as well on my side. So, all right. Switch back to this Colorado one, see if we can't get an update on that radar image that just came through. So here's your Colorado tornado right here. There's a rotation in there, guys. That's what they're seeing. Just to the south of Stroudsburg is where that rotation's at. So you need to be in your safe place if you're in Stroudsburg or Byers around the I-70 corridor. That's where your rotation is going to be for this storm. And again, this one is for the counties of Adams and Arapahoe until 5:15 Central Daylight Time. That's your tornado warning there. Just to the east of Denver. Let's see, this is going to be just to the east of Denver, about 30 miles off the I-70, downtown Denver. So that's where your tornado warning's at there in the Denver area. We had about 3 or 4 of them happening there in the Denver area for a while, and they started to go kind of crazy there. And so it kind of died down a little bit, which is good. And so we'll see what happens the rest of the night. The one down here in the Colorado Springs area looked like it started to line out as well. So we're keeping our eye on that one as well. We'll keep an eye on the one down here by Kiowa and see if that one does anything as well. We're starting to see the storms rotating the opposite direction tonight, though, which is interesting. Doesn't happen all the time, but they do rotate the opposite direction sometimes. Definitely the one in Kansas was rotating the opposite direction. We did see that there. That's the confirmed one we saw. That was confirmed by a live storm chaser on the ground there. And you're seeing that on your screen now. Again, that one expires here. Should be expiring right here at the top of the hour. We'll see if they extend this one out or not. This one does expire at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Looks like the rotation is still a little bit there to the north of Dresden to the west of Jennings. We'll see if they extend this one out or not. Very broad rotation, not as tightly coupled as it was before. So that is a good sign, but we'll see if they do extend this one out again as well. The inflow notch still has some good healthy inflow into the storm, but it's still a very messy storm. Like I said, it was rotating the opposite direction, and those seem like they live a lot less long than the regular storms that go in there. So TWC, thank you for being here. It's so good to see you. I love weather as well. So very cool, very cool. Congrats, chase that storm passion. I've loved weather ever since I was young, so good to see you. Congrats on graduating high school. That's a huge accomplishment too. That's awesome. Good to see you here. Thank you so much for being here. So they did let that thunderstorm, or I'm sorry, tornado warning expire. Um, at this time. So that tornado warning did expire there in Kansas. So that is a good sign. Rotation's still a little bit there, but very elevated and very messy. So they did let that one expire. The only tornado warning we have left in the county or country is the one here just about 30 miles outside of Denver. And that one is going to be until 15 past the hour. So we'll take a look at that one as well. Again, rotation looks like it's still there. Still very, very weak and broad rotation on the storm. It wasn't seen a whole lot when they did issue it, but they probably issued it just to make sure. It's so close to that radar, it's hard to see as well. So very small rotation. There's a new tornado
Tornado
warning there,
warning
guys.
for West Central Norton County in northwestern Kansas, Central Decatur County in northwestern Kansas.
Okay, so that might have been a reissuance of that tornado warning that was on the ground there. I believe it was. Let's go take a look at that. So new tornado warning, guys. That one popped up over here. I believe it's in the same area. Yeah, same storm, guys. So that one did get reissued again. That one's for Adams. No, I'm sorry. That one's for the Decatur, and I believe it's Jennings. No, let's see, Decatur and Norton now. Decatur and Norton in Kansas, they did extend that tornado warning out. They did let it expire there for a second, which is not good. Um, so again, Decatur and Norton in Kansas, you are now underneath the tornado warning until 45 past the hour. That was a reissuance of that storm. The rotation is over there by Jennings, just to the south of Jennings now. Still very good rotation in the storm. Like I was saying, I was surprised they let it expire like they did, and they didn't extend it that way, but they did reissue it there again by Jennings is your rotation. So that's definitely a concern as well. So reading your comments here, guys. TWC, um, very cool, very cool. Trace your careers out of high school. I wish I would have chased mine of being a weatherman, but I didn't do it. So good to hear. Good to hear. Good to see you here as well. TWC, good to see you. And Paul, good to see you as well. So there's your tornado warning there, guys. Popped up there live in the air. We did hear it there, just to the west of Jennings. So that's going to be your tornado warning there. So we'll see what happens with this one. Good rotation in there still. Um, Smaller rotation than what we saw earlier. We'll take a look at the CC on there. Not really anything we can say with that one being on that leading edge. No. So still some good hail with this one as well. Um, so good hail core with this one in the Kansas area. Seeing 1.5 inch size hail radar indicated on that one as well. So good healthy supercell still there. Starting to broaden out there a lot, which means it could be still be growing. We'll see what happens with that supercell as well as it starts to, maybe it's recycling up a little bit, but it looks like it's starting to line out and combine with these storms down here to the south as well. So good sign with that. We'll keep our eyes on everything, make sure it doesn't recycle down to the south somewhere. All right. Let's see here. All right, let's go back over to the Colorado storm. Take a look at that. So here's your Colorado tornado warning here as well. Let's see here. My computer will cooperate with me tonight. It's not wanting to. Okay, I think we got it up there. There it goes. Okay, it's starting to lag a little bit. So there's your tornado warning storm there in Colorado. Strasburg and
Tornado
Byers, you need to be in
warning
your safe
for
place as well.
Central Arapahoe County in northeastern Colorado, South Central Adams County in northeastern Colorado.
Okay, so that's the new reissuance of this tornado warning storm here as well. Not sure why they did that. They really just included this small area right here for that new tornado warning. Very strange how they issued that one. Not seeing a whole lot, but very strange to see that pop up there. So TWC, I'm not sure what you mean by the Mothman guy, but thank you for letting me know. That's really cool. Very cool. So let's see, down there by the Byers, Strasburg area, still need to be in your safe place. They did extend this tornado warning out for another 15 minutes. So very strange. I don't see a whole lot of rotation with it myself. Still need to be in your safe place though, and they did not extend that box out just a tad bit. I can jog this back one image there. So you can see right here is your tornado warning, and then they reissued the new one, and it like included just a little bit of the area. In fact, it like kind of shrunk it. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's really strange. But they did kind of, you can see the new one pop up there. And then right there, they kind of shrunk the box a little bit, which is very strange how they did that. But anyways, nevertheless, tornado warnings for Adam and Arapahoe County in Colorado's until 5:45 Mountain Daylight Time. So you need to be in your safe place at this time if you're in those areas. So very strange how they did that, but definitely to be in your safe place. You guys underneath that tornado warning. They're along the I-70 as well as the US 336, I believe that is. So Byers and Strasburg, you guys need to be in your safe place. Again, we turn the radar off. Not a lot of population out here. There are some spread out homes, unfortunately, but not a huge populated area once you get outside this Startenberg and Byers area. So that's a good sign as well with that storm. Let's go back to the one that we did have confirmed on the ground. They reissued it there in Kansas. And so we'll take a look at that one.